Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Let's begin in Tadasana. Looking down at the feet, let's bring the feet parallel and hip distance apart. And taking a deep breath, root through the heels and across the ball of the foot. Allowing the toes to spread wide and let them be gentle and relaxed. As you breathe up the trunk of the legs and the torso, let your arms follow by branching up. Opening up through the heart and the mind, and exhale slowly and controlled. Take 2 more deep breaths. A 3-dimensional breath. And as you exhale, let your eyelids relax, let the jaw relax. Let the inhalation draw in through the entire body, reaching up as tall as you can. And as you exhale, flare the palms wide, reaching out through every finger. Let's roll the shoulders, inhaling forward and squeezing up to the ears, exhaling back and down. Inhale forward and up, exhale back and relax. And one more time, a larger, slower circle. Let's bring the hands to the rib cage. And think about breathing out, flaring the ribs out to the sides. Think about breathing deep into the belly, into the top of the ribs. And as you exhale, gently hug into the ribs. Flaring out the ribs to the sides, inhale. And exhale. Exhale, 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 all the residual air at the base of the lungs. Let's take another huge breath, spreading the palms out a little bit wider, rooting into the feet, branching out through the arms. And then as you exhale, propel the spine a little bit taller, growing up through the crown of the head. Let's come to the end of the mat and we'll practice some warm-up through some sun salutations. Again, finding the feet parallel. Let's breathe the arms forward and up and back. And keeping the length of the spine, let's dive forward, hinging at the hips. Relax. With an inhalation, offer the heart forward, lifting about halfway. And as you exhale, fold, let's step the feet back to downward facing dog. Make sure the fingers are facing directly forward and allow your feet to be about hip distance apart. Breathe deeply as you press into the square of the palms, lifting the base of the sit bones. And with an inhalation, plank posture. As you exhale, draw the navel in and extend the tailbone to the heels. Rock forward, stretching out the toes, and devotional lightly and slowly release the heels and pull the hips back to the heels, relaxing the forehead to the mat. Inhale the hands and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog, lifting the base of the sit bones, relaxing the head and lengthening the back of your neck. Inhale, stepping your feet forward to the top of the mat and lift halfway. And as you exhale, fold and relax the upper body. Press and root strongly into the feet with strong legs. Reverse swan dive to standing, opening the heart. And exhale, bringing hands into prayer mudra. And once again, inhale, taking the arms up and back. And diving, reaching the spine, folding at the hips. With an inhalation, press the thighs back, offering the heart forward, and fold into forward bend. Let's breathe exhale, sink into the lunge, relax the jaw. Warrior one, bringing the back foot about 45 degrees and powering through the front foot. Let's breathe the arms up. Feel as though the triceps are lifting up to the skies. As you exhale, ground through the legs, the pelvis and the shoulders, and grow tall through the spine, through the arms and fingertips. Find your focal point and breathe steadily, connecting with the body. So with your inhalation, open up the heart, and exhale, dive to a forward bend into lunge, stepping the left foot back as slowly as you can, lower down. Sphinx pose, gliding the elbows underneath the shoulders. Feel the legs long and about hip distance. As you breathe, start to open up the heart. Lift gently the chest and chin, still feeling the back of the neck long and open. Connect with your breath, deepening the inhalation and lengthening the exhalation as you create a little more space inside the body. Lengthen and gently relax, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's push the hands and knees. Exhale, devotional pose, reopening the lower back. And the cat-cow postures. Let's inhale, drawing up, offering the heart forward. And as you exhale, press the floor away, rounding and opening up the spine. Beginning the movement from the base of the spine, working your way beyond the crown of the head. Continue to breathe. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, opening up the front of the heart. A neutral spine. Exhale, draw the navel in. Downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot to the midline. Let's lift the right leg about parallel to the floor. Circle the right ankle around and step forward to lunge. Exhale, relaxing the jaw and the hips. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward and lift halfway. Exhale, fold and ground. Spread the toes just a little bit more and pressing strong through the feet. Let's inhale to standing, a gentle back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. And we'll sit back in the chair, continuing the exhalation. Be able to wiggle the toes. Keep the knees behind the toes. Draw the navel in. As you drop the jaw, sink into the hips, strengthening the legs a little bit more. Maybe pulsing up and down, awakening the legs. With a huge inhalation, ground and root through the feet, up into back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Fold comfortably into the legs and lift halfway. Exhale, fold. At the end of the exhalation, step the left foot back to lunge, dropping the jaw, dropping the hips. Warrior one, let's angle the back foot about 45 degrees, breathing the arms up. Knee, front knee over the ankle. Toes looking forward, eyes looking forward or up, smiling through the whole body. Let's open up just a little bit more through spine, and slowly lower. Taking your time. Sphinx pose. Or if you would like the next step of back bend, press through the hands and lift the elbows. So taking your time here into the depths of your back bend. Think of your feet about hip distance apart, rolling the inner thighs up to the ceiling. Drop the jaw. So we're finding the back bend, feeling the back bend in the upper spine. With control, exhale, lengthen and release. Ground the forehead. Inhale the table pose. Exhale, devotional. Cat-cow postures. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, the heart. And as you exhale, round into the spine, pressing into the hands. The breathing circulation, suppleness through the spine. With an inhalation, create length. Downward dog upon the exhalation. Bringing the right foot to the midline, left heel about parallel to the floor, a little bit higher if the hips remain square. Inhale, creating length, and exhale, lunge, stepping the left foot forward. Continue the exhalation, dropping the hips, dropping the jaw. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, lift halfway. And exhale, fold with depth and responsibility. Press into the feet. Inhale, drawing up. Good, nice back bend. And exhale, hands to heart, continuing into chair pose. So we're bringing the weight back towards the heels so that the toes can still wiggle and be easy. Inhale, a little more length. Exhale, a little more depth and strength. Lift and lower slightly. Press strongly into the feet, into back bend. Feeling the triceps lift open. Forward bend, exhale. So feel a lift of the sit bones, a release of the neck. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Continue to lunge the right leg. Exhale, dropping the jaw. Step the left foot back to plank posture. Rock forward. As you lower, slowly and controlled. So your back bend, Sphinx, Cobra, or even upward facing dog. Inhale. Go ahead and lengthen and release. So to strengthen the arms, we're going to move back to devotional through knees, chest, chin. So we're going to strongly press into the hands, keeping the chest low, reaching the hips back to devotional. Inhale, plank, downward facing dog. Let's inhale the right leg up. Exhale to lunge. Inhale, left foot steps forward. And exhale, fold. Good, press into the feet, a huge breath, drawing up, creating more length, more space. Exhale, hands to heart, continue seated back into chair pose. Good. Press all the way to back bend. Inhale, a little bit deeper. Good. Forward fold, keeping the spine straight and strong. Fold into the legs. right foot back to plank posture. Gently rock forward, slowly lower. Inhale to your back bend. Relaxing the jaw, the shoulders. Exhale to lengthen slowly and controlled release. We're going to meet into devotional pose, moving through table. Or for a little stronger, keep the chest low and press through the arms. Back into devotional pose. Gliding forward to plank posture. Inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right foot to the midline. Lift the left leg. Keeping the hips square. And breathing the left foot forward. To lunge. Inhale, right foot forward. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. Strong legs. Inhale all the way up. And chest opener arms. We're going to turn the palms forward and pull the elbows back and down. Breathe to interlace the fingers. Rolling the shoulders back. Take a few breaths here. Relax through the neck. Relax through the jaw. And so we don't hold stiffness in the rest of the body in this strong open stretch. We're going to gently lift the right leg. Release. The left leg. And release. And the same thing, or you can straighten the leg at the top. Lift. Straighten. Bend. Release. Lift. Straighten. Bend. Release. Wonderful. Let's find Tadasana towards the end of the mat. Inhale, drawing the arms up and open. Feeling the arms light. Reaching up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Hinging at the hips. Relax and shake your head out. No tension in the neck. Let's lift halfway, pressing the thighs back. Offering the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Stepping both legs back to plank posture. Gently rock forward and slowly and controlled lower. From here, we're going to do a modified cobra, just warming up the back a little bit more. So we're going to glide the arms about 8 or 12 inches forward, and the hands are greater than shoulder distance apart. With this pose, the elbows are straight up, and the hands are in kind of a teepee pose. If that's too much for your fingers, try this pose with the palms down. But we're going to press into the fingertips. Inhale, slinky the spine up. And exhale, coming down. Re-lift the elbows. So continue this. So the feet are about hip distance apart behind you, reaching long. Exhale, lengthen the spine ahead of you, reaching long. And just slowly warm up the spine a little bit deeper. Inhaling up. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the exhalation. Once again, inhale, drawing up and open. And exhale to release. So one more time. To the depth of comfort and joy. And release. Wonderful. So let's glide the hands underneath the shoulders, meeting in devotional. Either moving through table pose or through knees, chest, chin. Pressing strongly back, stretch and open the spine. Plank posture, gliding forward, lifting the knees, and downward facing dog. Relax your head, shake your head out, and take some huge breaths. Let's bring the feet forward at the top of the mat. Open the spine, and exhale, fold. Press strongly through the feet. Let's inhale and rise up, standing a little bit taller. And exhale, bringing hands to heart. So let's move, facing forward here. And we'll bring the feet, if we're spreading the arms out, palms down, so the feet are about the length of the arms. And we're going to move to warrior two. So we're going to flare out the right foot. We're going to check that the knee is directly over the heel and that the left foot is about 45 degrees in. Gazing beyond the right fingers, let's find strength, steadiness, and connection. Listen to the sound of the breath. Finding serenity in a calm, deep breath. Triangle pose. Let's inhale and straighten both legs. We're going to bring the hands to the hips. So where we hinge at the right hip, you can put a little bit of pressure here in the hinge of the hip. Come up to standing once again. Go ahead and press into this right hip area. And so tipping over, we're going to allow the hips, the belly button to look down just slightly. And that's going to help us to keep the spine straight. So bring your right hand down below the knee. And this can be on the shin, the ankle, a prop, a block, or the floor. We're going to open up the heart, so allowing the left hand to roll the ribs back slightly. You can take the left arm up if you choose. So you can look up, or forward, or down. It's all appropriate. But go ahead and look within. Connect with the stability of the breath. And reaching across the arms. So a strong hamstring stretch. We're going to fold head to knee pose. So feel free to use one of your blocks. Come to fingertips if you need to. Bend the front leg just a little bit. Our goal is to have the legs straight. But square the hips towards the right foot. And find length through the spine and the back of the neck. Taking a huge breath. Allowing the left hip to drop slightly. Let's take the right hand to the right hip and open up and revolve triangle. Inhale and exhale steadily. The hand down. Breathing the arm up, triangle pose. Reverse this. Warrior two. Bend the right knee over the heel and let the left arm pull you up to warrior two. Turning the palms up. Inhale, take the arms up. Let's go ahead and straighten the right leg. Exhale, hands to heart. And we'll turn all the toes towards the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms wide. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Bringing hands down to the fingertips, to a prop. Feel free to fold as it feels comfortable for your stretch. Relaxing your head and neck. With an inhalation, softly, gently rise, drawing all the way up. Join the palms and exhale, hands to heart. Warrior two. Let's turn the left foot out, 90 degrees. Taking the right foot in slightly. Shoulders are squared over the pelvis. We're going to press the arms straight out to T, gazing beyond the left fingers here. Smiling throughout the organs. Steady your breath, your gaze, mind and body. Looking within, connecting, and breathing to triangle. Let's inhale and straighten the left leg. Let's breathe hands to hips. And so this time we're going to press into the hinge of the left hip. You can feel that beginning stretch. Breathe yourself up. And go ahead and press in once again. So any hyperextension of the knee, micro bend the knee just a little bit. We want to maintain control and comfort of the knee. Go ahead and take the left hand down to the shin, the ankle, the floor, the block. And so with the belly button looking just subtly downwards, the right hip shifting just slightly forward, and the right ribs slowly opening up to the ceiling. Possibly extend the right arm up. If that's too much for the shoulder, keep the hand at the hip. And steady the gaze. Deepening the inhalation. Lengthening the exhalation. And with an inhalation, create more space and length. And as you exhale, fold the right hand down. Maybe adjusting the back foot just a little bit so that we can square the hips forward towards the left foot. Taking a huge breath, finding depth and length. Again, feel free to bend the front knee if needed, or bringing your hands to your blocks. And taking a breath towards revolved triangle. So the right hand will come down to the floor or the block. The left hand breathes to the left hip, twisting and opening the spine, possibly taking the left arm up. Keep the gaze steady. Keep the balance steady. Inhale as you create more length. Exhale, folding the left hand down. Breathing back to triangle pose. Breathing the right arm up. And gazing down, finding warrior two in the legs. Pressing through the left foot, rise. Turning the palms up, inhale the arms up. Straightening the legs and adjusting so the toes are forward and packing from that depth of pose. Inhale, reaching open. Exhale, chest opener arms. Let's pull the elbows back and down. So feel the grace and the openness of the heart, ever expansive. Interlacing the hands. If that's too much, take one hand holding onto the opposite wrist. Breathing the heart open and relaxing the shoulders back and down. Lengthen the back of the neck. Drawing the abdomen away from the floor. Taking a huge breath. We're going to come into a forward bend. If this is comfortable for your shoulders, you may bring your arms up overhead. If that becomes too much for your shoulders, your neck at any time, release the arms and bring the hands to the floor or your ankles. Continue to forward bend as you are comfortable. Again, the neck is fully relaxed. Elongate the exhalation. Lift halfway, release the arms. Exhale, fold with relaxed arms and take the hands to the opposite elbow and just shake, sway a little bit left and right, opening between the shoulder blades. With a huge breath, creating more space, bend the knees, inhale and rise. Joining the palms. And exhale, bringing your awareness and your attention Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward bend. And lift halfway, inhale. And exhale, fold, relax. Come down to hands and knees. And to a seated position. So feel free to sit on a blanket or a prop. But find the spine tall. And take one hand and brush upwards on the back of your neck, lengthening and opening the spine. So the chin will subtly tuck into the chest just a little bit. Good. Continue to brush up and release. We're going to practice some breathing exercises, which is very important right now. So we're going to breathe the arms up, and very, very lightly we're going to place the fingertips on the top of the head. So there's no pulling. This is just a sense of connection and grounding. We're going to open up the heart, the elbows. And upon your exhalation, we're going to bring the navel and the elbows all together. So we're going to inhale to the lungs' fullest capacity. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And we'll exhale. And exhale, exhale, exhale as much as you can. And continue. Inhale, creating openness. Opening up the throat. Exhale as much as you can. And inhale, open. We're going to relax the arms upon this exhalation. Go ahead and release. Taking a huge breath, let's find a little more length within the spine. And we'll extend our legs out the length of mat. Practicing boat pose. So taking a huge breath, we want to find the heart open, but drawing the lower belly in. Let's walk the toes back until we're balancing on the sit bones. And we'll begin with support with the hands behind the knees. Flex the toes back and happy toes a little bit. Taking a huge breath. Let's extend through the legs. So the arms can be supporting the legs. They can be parallel to the floor. We're going to slowly lower the toes to the height of the eyes. And then all the way to the floor. Wonderful. So make any adjustments so you are comfortable. And we'll bring the right knee into the chest. Lengthen the back as much as you need to. We're going to press out the left foot. So the left leg is still awake. So taking a huge breath, feel your back, supported by the floor, supported by the earth. We're going to inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, lifting chest and nose towards the knee, pulling the belly in. Inhale, lengthen the spine, head to floor. And exhale, allow the knee to float up. Again, knee to chest. Exhale, chest to knee. Draw the navel in. Inhale, lengthen the spine, bringing head to floor. And exhale, the knee floats slightly up. Let's switch legs. Left knee into the chest. Pressing gently out of the right foot. So feel your lower back in this position. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, chest and nose towards the knee. Navel draws in. Inhale, head to floor. And exhale, allow the knee to float up. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, release while extending. And exhale to release. So with support, bring both knees into the chest and massage the back as you shift right and left. Straightening the legs up, let's circle the ankles. Slow, acknowledging and honoring every angle. Bring the bottoms of the feet together and lift up, holding the ankles or interlacing your fingers around the toes, lengthening your head and neck. If this is too much on your neck, feel free to put a gentle support or a blanket underneath your neck. And I enjoy doing this pose while we're supine on the floor because it gives support for the spine to keep nice and straight. So you might feel a little bit deeper of a stretch in the legs and the hips doing it from this angle as opposed to if we were seated. So they are both wonderful angles of the stretch. You might notice that. And as you exhale, encourage the elbows to draw in to the side low ribs. And taking a huge breath, acknowledging the stretch at this angle. And inhale, gently release. Let's bring the knees together. We're going to do a spinal twist. Let's bring the legs over to the right. Knees can be deep into the chest, arms to T. And you can even bring the legs straight if you would choose and hold on to the top of the leg or to the foot. Try to breathe the heart open. And anytime this would become too much on the back shoulder, always feel free to bring the left hand to the left hip and just allow the elbow to roll back. To bring a spiral throughout the length of the spine, bring the left ear towards the mat. With an inhalation, bring your nose straight up. Bend the knees and bring your legs up. Hug the knees into the chest and smile, rocking side to side. And continue to rock all the way to the left. You have your legs straight on the other side. Experiment and see how it feels on this side. And exhale, take a moment. Relax into the twist. Relaxing the right shoulder back. Relaxing the back of your head into the mat, or even turning the right ear to the mat. Depending on how this feels for your spine and your shoulder, if you need a little bit less, free to adjust the right hand to the hip and just relax the elbow back. Inhalation may not be quite as deep here, but lengthen the exhalation. Allow the body to relax in the twist. And slowly align your neck and breathing the legs up. Swing knees into the chest and rock side to side. Let's do so with the nose drawing up towards the knees, rocking and opening up the spine. And coming into stillness, hugging a little closer. And now lengthen your neck as you release your head to the mat. Release your legs. And use any pillows or props that you have to become as comfortable as possible as we glide into our time of meditation. You are comfortable laying flat on Take a huge cleansing breath and take a moment. Let any fidgets move out. Allow your body to find the most comfortable position possible. After a few deep breaths, allow your breath to glide into a natural breath. Even while concentrating on the breath, as you relax your body over and over again into the deepest state of physical relaxation possible. With your next breath, inhale, visualizing the breath washing over the scalp, the forehead, and temples. And as you exhale, relax the scalp, smoothing across the forehead and the eyebrows. Breathing into the eyes. And exhale, soften the eyelids, the inner corners of the eyes, outer corners of the eyes. To exhale, relax the crease between nose and cheeks, relaxing along the cheekbones into the back of your head. Taking a deep breath, relax the upper lip, lower lip, and the texture of your mouth. Allowing the lower teeth to drop away from the upper teeth. To relax the jaw to the extreme. Relax your neck and into your upper back. Relax between the shoulder blades. And the shoulder blades right and left. Taking a huge breath, a three-dimensional breath through the rib cage. Breathing into the upper back, throughout the rib cage, expanding across the heart. Completely relax and release. Relax the shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers. And from the abdomen, expand and open. If you exhale, relax the abdominal cavity, purging the base of the lungs of breath, relaxing the lower back. And breathing into the pelvis and all of the internal organs. Relax into the gluteal muscles. Relaxing the upper legs. The circumference of the knees, relax. Lower legs. Ankles. Relax into the heels. The tops and the soles of the feet and the toes. Feel the whole earth beneath you. Circle your ankles and wiggle your toes. And give thanks. And at the end of your next exhalation, draw the navel in and slowly glide your heel up until the knee is bent. And the other leg. Bring the knees into the chest and sway them very slowly. Opening up, creating a little more length in the lower back. And allow this swing to take you over to side lying. And with the breath, continue to roll into your hands and allow them to assist you to a seated position. Feeling renewed, feeling refreshed. Breathe to open up your palms. Inhale, taking it all in. Joining the palms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. May this practice sustain you